touching. Option to place a block under your hips, whether you're kneeling or having a seat. You can also use a bolster or a pillow at any time. From here, we're just going to focus on some breath work here, just releasing your hand maybe on your thighs. It can be on your ankles, on your hips. Maybe close your eyes. Deep inhale, filling your belly, ribs and lungs all the way to the top. Full exhale. Let it all go. Belly rise, chest rise with your inhale. Chest fall with your exhale. Repeat my computer. Let it all go with your exhale. On your next breath, full inhale all the way to the top. Once you get there, hold it for a breath, sealing your lips. Now breathing in and out through your nose. Allowing you to create additional heat within your body by keeping your lips sealed. Those breaths. Welcome if you're just joining us, no worries at all. We're just getting started with some breath work here. You'll need a set of blocks, optional strap. We won't be using the bolster, but if you'd like to have one, please feel free to go ahead and grab one as well. Continuing with those breaths in and out through your nose. One more just like that, belly rise, chest expands in all dimensions. Belly falls. From here, gently round your spine, bringing your gaze toward your navel. Reach your fingertips towards the top of your knees, whether you're kneeling or seated. Deep inhale as you draw your hands in towards your hips. Pull your shoulder blades back. A few more times just like this. Round your spine. Deep exhale. Gaze towards your navel, tops of your thighs. On your inhale, draw your hands in towards your hips. Maybe gaze up towards the ceiling, draw the shoulder blades back. 2 more times. Deep inhale. Exhale. Time just like that. Let it all go. Gently come back to center, stacking your shoulders over your hips. Release your arms down. Draw a few shoulders here. Draw the shoulders up and back. Maybe up and forward. When you're kneeling or seated, sweep both arms up high overhead. Gaze is forward. Exhale. Lift your gaze up toward the ceiling. Draw your shoulder blades down. Inhale, gaze comes forward. Arms overhead. Exhale, bend the elbows. Spread your fingertips wide, cactus arms. Once more, gaze comes forward, arms overhead. Deep exhale. Imagine you have a pencil between your shoulder blades and you're trying to squeeze it there. And then gently release, coming back to center. Release your right hand down to the floor, side bend over to the right. Feel that stretch all along the left side body. You can place your right hand on the floor, on block, on your thigh. Inhale, both arms up high overhead, be one cactus. Lift your gaze. Inhale, gaze comes forward. Exhale, release your left hand, the left side, on the floor, on a block, on your hip. Deep side bend over to the left. Feel that stretch all on the right side body. Center. Give me one cactus, lift your gaze. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release your right hand to your left knee. Release your left hand behind your back, maybe on the floor, on your ankle. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale as you twist, looking over your left shoulder. Inhale, come back to center, both arms overhead. Exhale, release your left hand to your right knee. Right hand comes behind, on the floor, on your ankles. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale, look over your right shoulder. Gently come back through center. Arms overhead, bring your hands to heart center. If you're kneeling, go ahead and find a seat position, maybe on the floor, on the block. If you're in that seat, maybe adjust your feet. From here, sweep both arms up high overhead. Throw your elbows wide, chest is lifted, open up your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, open. One more time. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right elbow to right knee. Inhale, rise. Exhale, left elbow, left knee. Inhale, rise. Twist, look over your left shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Twist, look over your left shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Stack your right knee over your left. Release your left hand down. Lift up, shoot that right leg straight back. Coming into stargazer, assisted side plank. Feel that stretch in your right hip flexor. Gently release back down. Have a seat on the floor, on that block. You can switch which foot is in front. We'll do that one more time to the right side. Inhale, both arms up high. Exhale, elbows wide. Exhale, crunch. Elbows towards one another, do not have to touch. Inhale, open. One more time. Exhale, crunch. Have fun with it. Inhale, open. Exhale, left elbow to left knee. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, right elbow to right knee. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, twist. Let's go to the right side this time first. Left elbow center. Come back through center. Exhale, twist, look over the left. Inhale, come back through center. Release your right hand down to the floor. Stack your left knee over the right. Lift your hips as you extend that left leg straight back. You reach your left arm up high. Feel that stretch all along the left side. Gently release back down the same way that you came. From your seated position, we're going to rock forward, coming into a tabletop. So, and extend your legs back. Option to place the blocks under your wrists, maybe under your knees. We're going to find a tabletop, wrists directly under your shoulders, knees directly under your hips. Tuck your toes, hammock your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, round your spine. Let's do that one more time, keeping the top shoulders portion of your feet pressed in towards the floor. Inhale, gaze up. On your exhale, round your spine, press the earth away. Come back through to center. Inhale, reach your right arm high. Exhale, thread your right arm all the way under through the left side body. Maybe releasing your right cheek or ear towards the floor or a block. You can keep your left hand boxed out. You can extend your left arm long. Maybe bind it around towards your right hip. If you want, you can extend that left leg straight back just like a kickstand. Wherever you're at, hold it for one more breath. Gently release your left hand down. Inhale, rise up. Sweep your right arm high. Exhale, release your right hand. Extend your left leg long, straight back. Strong point through your toes. Deep inhale. Exhale, round your spine, knee to nose. Crunch it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw that left leg up and over towards the outer right hip. Maybe gently looking over your right shoulder. To deepen the stretch, you can gently rock towards your heel. To lessen that sensation, you can walk towards your toes or the ball of your foot. From here, gently release your left knee towards the outside of your right knee. It does not have to come towards the floor, it can always stay hovering. You can keep your left toes tucked or untuck them, and then gently press your hips back. Stretching the outer hip just a little bit more. Gently inhale, come back, find your tabletop, release that right knee, release your left knee, draw a few circles here with your left knee, and then reverse that direction. Gently send that left leg down, bump your hips side to side. Inhale, lengthen left arm high, gaze up, look up, twist. Exhale, draw the left arm all the way under and through the right side body. Few options here. You can keep your right arm boxed out. You can extend it out long. You're welcome to draw that right hand around toward your left hip, maybe extending your right leg, just like a kickstand. If you change your arm placement, go ahead and draw your right arm back under your shoulder. Inhale, press up. Exhale, release your left hand under your left shoulder. Inhale, kick your right leg straight back. Exhale, round your spine, knee to nose. Crunch it in. Inhale, lengthen, kick that right leg straight back, hips are squared. Exhale, draw that right leg up and over to the left side, just like a curtsy. Maybe gently looking over your left shoulder, maybe seeing your toes. You want to deepen that stretch and then rock towards your heel. To lessen that stretch, you can rock towards your toes. And then rocking forward. Hold it here for one more breath. Gently release your right knee towards the floor outside of your left ankle. Optional, hold it here. You can gently press your hips a little bit further back, deepening that stretch and both outer hips. Hold it for the exhale. Gently inhale, come back to your tabletop. Release your right knee and your right hip. Draw a few circles here with your right knee, and then reverse that direction. Coming back to our tabletop, bump the hips side to side. Maybe move in any organic movement that feels good to you today. You can draw some barrel rolls, drawing your hips towards your wrist, down towards your heels. And of course, what you do in one direction, repeat in the other side. Keeping everything symmetrical. Hold it here for one more breath. All right, from your tabletop, walk your hands a palm print forward. Tuck your toes, hover your shins. Power dog. Lift your hips. Coming into downward facing dog. Biceps frame your ears. You can pedal out your heels, lifting and lowering one at a time. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Really pressing your finger pads in towards the floor, relieving some tension, some pressure from your wrist. Lift both heels high off the floor, lower them over to the left side. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, lower them over to the right side. Inhale, come back through center. Pedal it out. With a deep bend in both of your knees, walk your feet in towards your hands, coming into a forward fold. You can place your hands on blocks or on the floor. Half lift, hands to shins or blocks, crown of your head pulling to the top of your mat. Come back to your forward fold. With a soft bend in both of your knees, maybe grab opposite elbows. You can find a ragdoll and sway side to side. Continue with your breath here. Gently come back through center. Release your right hand to the floor. Inhale, reach your left arm high. You can gaze up to challenge your balance or keep your gaze down towards the floor. Gently switch sides. Left hand down, right arm up. Same options, gaze can be up or down. Gently release your right hand back to the floor. Maybe pedal out your knees, bending and extending one at a time. From here, soft bend in both of your knees, gently roll up all the way, slow and controlled. Just going to turn and face your eyes, feet are hip width apart and parallel, sweep both arms up high. Standing mountain. From here, bend your elbows, lift your gaze, cactus. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, draw your right foot behind the left. Left hand grabs right wrist and bend over to the left side. Feeling that stretch all along the right hip. Inhale, come back through center. Both thumbs up high overhead. Exhale, left foot behind the right. Right hand grabs left wrist. Deep side bend over to the right. Imagine trying to bump somebody off of your mat with your left hip. Keep the chest and shoulders open. Inhale, come back through center. One more time on each side. Cross the right foot behind the left, just like a curtsy. Left hand grabs right wrist. Maybe bending deeper this time. See how far you can go. Gently inhale, come back through center. Exhale, left foot behind the right. Right hand grabs left wrist, side bend. Inhale, come back through center. From here, walk your feet together. We're going to find a chair, so arms stay up high. Go ahead, sink the hips down, pulse it for 3, 2, and 1. Hold the hips low, sweep the right arm back. And forward, left arm sweeps back. And forward. Keep it going. All right, on the next one, draw your left knee up. Option to keep your arms forward. You can lift your arms overhead, standing single leg mountain, bow down that right leg. Maybe sweep your right arm back. Left arm stays forward. You're welcome to stay here if you want to play. We're going to kick back into a reverse lunge. Kick that left leg back, left arm down, right arm up. Always an option to place your left hand on a block. Let's do that one more time through coming back to standing single leg mountain. If you found that low lunge with a twist, maybe draw your right arm back. Hold it here for one more breath. On your exhale, step that left leg back or hold it in standing single leg mountain. Once your left toes touch the floor, cartwheel your left hand down, right arm up. Come back to that standing single leg mountain. Option to stay here, maybe draw your right arm up high. If you want to play, maybe grab a strap or the inside of your left foot. You can extend your left leg, maybe reach your right arm back. So release your left foot, come back, find your chair, pulse it, and back to your breath. You are welcome to stay in chair. You're welcome to try standing single leg mountain, maybe low lunge. Give me 2 more. Hold it low, sweep your left arm back, and forward. Right arm sweeps back, and forward. One more time on each side. Keep it going. One more. Moving here with your breath, slow and controlled. Sweep both arms up high. Draw that right knee up. Flex your right foot. Keep a micro bend in your standing left leg. Engage your abs. Find a gaze in front. Find that focal point. From here, option to stay here. If you want, maybe sweeping that left arm back. Maybe right arm forward. We're going to kick that right leg straight back. Once your toes touch, release your right hand to the floor or to that block. Left arm comes up high. Hold it here for a few more breaths. Coming back, find your single leg mount. If you lose your balance, that's okay. Just come back into it. We all do it. Flex your right toes. Find your focus. Exhale, hinge forward as you kick that right leg, just like you're trying to come into a bird or a warrior 3, and then step that right foot down, right hand to the floor or a block, left arm reaches up high. Gaze can be up or down. The exhale, inhale as you rise up. Option to stay here if you want to play, maybe grabbing your right hand to your right foot, extend your right leg. You can sweep your left arm back. Also a great opportunity to grab a strap here. You're ready. Come on out. We're going to pulse in that chair for 3, 2, and 1. Rise up, swan dive forward. Hands towards the floor or a block. Half lift, hands to shins. Hands back to the floor. Step or hop your feet back. Finding your high plank. Elbows stay tucked in. Option to lower the knees at any time. We're going to lower down slow and controlled. All the way down. Once you release there, release your toes. Shoulders stack directly over your wrist. Press up. Mini cobra. Release back down. One more mini cobra. Gently release back down. From here, we're going to find broken wing. Extend your left arm long. Keep your right hand boxed out. Relax that left and wiggle that left thigh. Wiggle your toes. Option 1, reach that right leg high. Option 2, rock onto that left hip. You can bend even deeper, maybe bending that right knee, maybe tapping your toes. Just gently resting your left cheek or ear to the floor. Both hips press in towards the floor. Give me 1 mini cobra. Press up. Release down. Watch the machine is extremely loud. Gently release down. From here, extend your right arm long, keeping your left hand boxed out. Wiggle your right leg, wiggle your thigh. Maybe rotate the top choice portion of your foot on the floor. Relax that leg entirely. Option 1, lift that left leg high. Maybe your left hip slightly comes off of the floor. Option 2 is to rock onto that right hip. If you want to come all the way, keep drawing that left foot towards the outer right hip. Just like you're doing a wild thing or flipping your dog, except for laying your hips on the floor. Gently come back to center. Both hands directly under your shoulders. Press up, mini cobra. Release back down. Walk your hands towards your lowest rib cage. Press up, full cobra. Option to come to upward facing dog. Maybe hover your shins. Press back through tabletop or flip your toes. Finding your downward facing dog. Pedal it out. We're going to repeat that same thing again. We're going to add on just a little bit. Back to your breath. I think chair is one of the most possibly underrated yoga moves. Lots of fun variations with it. Bend both of your knees, step or hop your feet to your hands. Forward fold. Half lift, hands to shins or blocks, crown of your head point to the top of your mat. Back to your forward fold. Grab opposite elbows, maybe sway side to side. Center. This time release your hands down to the floor. Right hand grabs the outside of your left ankle. Bend into your right knee and reach your left arm high. Release your bind, your right hand, your left arm up. Release your left hand to the outside of your right ankle. Bend into your left knee and sweep your right arm high. And then release both hands down to the floor. Pedal it out. Slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. Sweep both arms up high. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release your left foot behind the right. Right hand grabs left wrist side, bend over to the right. Bumping your hips to the left. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, right foot behind left. Left hand grabs right wrist. Side bend over to the left. Keeping that right shoulder stacked over your left. Inhale, come back through center. One more time each side. Left foot curtsy. Right hand grabs left wrist. Side bend. Rise. Exhale, curtsy. Last time. Center. From here, let's find a tree position. So bring your hands to heart center. Left leg is your base, bending your right knee. Option to bring the sole of your right foot to the inside of your left foot. Maybe your ankle, maybe your calf. You can also walk that right foot up to the inside of your left thigh. The goal here is not how high you can get your right foot, but you want to focus on opening up that right hip. Holding here and breathing. Pull the shoulders down and back. You're welcome to stay here when you're ready. Maybe grow your branches. Try a different arm. Maybe binding your hands behind your back. If you want more of a challenge, you can gaze up towards the ceiling. If you get the wobbles and wobbles, that's okay. Just come back to your breath. You can try closing one eye for a more balanced challenge. Maybe both eyes. Wherever you are, hold it for one more breath. On your exhale, bring your hands back to heart center. Release your right foot towards the floor. Draw a few circles with your right ankle. Switch the direction. Staying nice and tall on your right leg. Right leg is your base. Bend your left knee, drawing the sole of your left foot to the inside of your right foot. Maybe your right ankle, your calf. You can walk it all the way up towards your thigh if you like. Just keep in mind, the purpose of this pose is to open up your left hip. When you're ready, maybe grow your tree branches. Maybe try different arms. You can try cow face arms. Maybe gazing up towards the ceiling. Maybe closing your eyes. Trying if you're not falling a little bit. Hold it here for the exhale. Then bring your hands back to heart center. Release your left leg down. Circle out your left ankle, both directions, and then release your left foot. Pull out your heels, bringing your feet back to hip width apart. Maybe even closer. Sweep the arms forward. Sink your hips back. Find your chair. Hold it here, little pulses. Sink your hips nice and low. I once saw a meme that said, you never know what someone's going through or how long they've been holding a chair pose, and that really resonated with me. Very fitting for this class. Hold the hips nice and low. Sweep your left arm back. Sweep it forward. Right arm. Sweep it forward. One more time each side. Right arm. This time starting with the right leg. Draw that right leg up high. Flex your right foot. Both arms up high overhead. Sweep your left arm back. Right arm forward. Little balance challenge. You can always keep both arms up high overhead. You're welcome to stay here, or if you want, kick your right leg straight back. Find that low lunge. Reach your right hand to the floor or that block. Left arm comes up high overhead. Low lunge with a twist. We're going to come back to that standing single leg mountain. Option to tap your right foot to meet your left and then rise up, or flow right into single leg mountain. Can never do it with my left leg. Holding here and breathing. Maybe try a challenge with the arms. One more time, here we go. Kick that right leg straight back. Right arm down, left arm up. Here, release your left hand to frame your right foot. Inhale, rise up, find high crescent. Pivot your right toes, open up, find your warrior two. Straighten your left leg, find your big star, pivot your left toes up. From here, we're going to come into goddess, bend your elbows, bend your knees. Inhale, big star. 2 more times, bend the elbows, bend the knees. Inhale, lift. Last one. Deep bend the knees and the elbows, hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Gently inhale, rise up. Keeping the legs straight, tee out the arms. With a long spine, fold forward. You are welcome to place your hands on the blocks. Maybe bringing your hands to the floor. From here, bend into your right knee, just a gentle bend. And straight, left leg, little bend. And straight, one more time on each side. Very gentle movement. From here, grab opposite elbows and just find your wide-legged ragdoll. You can sway side to side, let your neck hang nice and loose. Gently come back to center, release both hands down to the floor. Keep your right hand on the floor on a block, reach your left arm high, gaze up, look up, or keep your gaze down towards your right hand. And then release your left hand to the floor, switching sides, left arm down front, inhale, right arm high. Exhale, release your right hand. From here, walk your hands over towards your left toes, bend into your left knee, pivot both toes, so we're finding that low lunge. From here, inhale, rise up, high crescent. We're going to step that right foot to meet the left. Pulse it for 3, 2, and 1. Hold the hips close with your right arm back. Bring it forward, left arm back. Bring it forward, 2 more times. From here, as you inhale to rise, lift your left leg high. Flex your left toes. Core is engaged. Find your breath. You are more than welcome to stay here. If you want to find low lunge with twist, hinge forward, kick that left leg straight back. Once your toes touch, release your left hand down, right arm up. Left hand can be on the floor or on a block. Low lunge with a twist. On your next breath, option to tap your left foot to meet the right or come right to standing single leg mountain. Lift that left knee high, flex your toes. One more time here. Extend that left leg straight back. Find your low lunge. Add the twist when you're ready. Right arm up, left arm down. Hold it here for one more full breath. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Gently release your right hand to frame your right foot. From here, rise up, high crescent. Pivot your left toes, open up, find your warrior two. Inhale, lengthen, straighten your right leg, pivot your right toes, find your goddess, bend your knees, bend your elbows. Inhale, rise, 2 more. Deep bend, and lift. 1 more. Legs are straight, arms out to a T with a long spine. Let's bring our hands to our hips actually. Long spine so you can feel where you hinge. Hinge forward, folding all the way down. Slow and control, release your hands to the floor or to blocks. Gently bend into your left knee. Come back to center. A gentle bend into your right knee. Back through center. One more time on each side. Think slower, more controlled. Both legs straight. Walk your hands over to your left foot. Keep your right hand on your left foot or on the block. Reach your left arm high. Deeper twist. Exhale, release your left hand to meet the right. Walk your hands over to the right side with or without blocks. Left hand to the inside of your right foot on the floor on a block. Reach your right arm high. Put your right hand down. Come back through center. A little bend and extend in both the knees this time. One more. From here, gently pivot your toes, walking your hands to frame your right foot. Inhale, rise up, high crescent. And then step your left foot to meet the right. Inhale, rise up, exhale, swan dive forward. Half lift, hands to shins or blocks, crown of your head pulling to the top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Releasing your hands to the floor, have a deep bend in both of your knees. Step or hop your feet back. Find your high plank, gently lower down, option to lower your knees. Slow and controlled, elbows stay tucked in. Once you come all the way down, untuck your toes, press that mini cobra. Release back down. One more time, mini cobra. Release down. Walk your hands towards your lowest rib cage, full cobra. Keep the gaze forward. Gently look over your left shoulder. Come back through center, over the right shoulder. Come back through center. Press your hips back. Draw your knees towards the edge of the mat, finding your child's pose. Be resting your forehead on the floor, reaching your fingertips out long. Gently rise up, find a tabletop. Lower your left or right hip and have a seat on the floor. Grabbing a block between your palms. Reaching your arms out long in front, just like Frankenstein arms. Lowering down, slow and controlled, one vertebrae at a time. Touching the floor. Navel's pulled in towards your spine. Slow roll down. Using your lower abs here. Head, neck, shoulders, everything release down. Tap that block overhead. We are going to roll up just once. Bring that block back over your shoulders. Roll up this time, use your upper abs. Think one vertebrae at a time. Slow and controlled. Try not to lift those feet. All the way up, stack the shoulders over the hips. Once you get there, reach the arms up high overhead. Draw them back. Place the block in between your thighs. Place your hands behind your hips. We're going to lift the knees with a little bit of core here. Extend the legs. Draw them in. Extend. Draw them in. 3 more. Have a soft bend in those elbows. That's it. 2 more. 1 more. From here, gently plant the feet down. Roll all the way back using your arms. Release that block from between your thighs. Walk your feet in towards your hips. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. Set that block on its lowest setting underneath your hips. You can do higher if you like. Makes it a little bit more challenging when we do legs at the wall, but total preference. Holding here and breathing. Just going to change the song. Allowing your hips to fall in towards the block, in towards the block, and towards the earth. Maybe extending one leg at a time, long on the floor. Maybe your heel touches the floor. Seeing how that feels on one hip. Or switching sides. If you extended one leg, try extending the other leg. Here, gently release one leg at a time, up towards the ceiling, supported legs up the wall. You can reach your hands towards your toes. Maybe point, flex, circle out your wrists, your ankles, everything moving all class. And just let it all go. Here, gently release one foot at a time, down towards the floor, keeping the knees bent, heels in towards your hips, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, sending that block off to the side. Draw your knees into your chest, grabbing your shins or the back side of your thighs, tucking your chin in, maybe rolling side to side. Continuing to hold your grasp and release your shoulders down to the floor. From here, find your happy baby by grabbing the back side of your thighs. A great opportunity for a strap here. You can grab the outer knife edge of each foot, maybe rolling side to side. Stand one leg at a time for ninja baby. Switching sides. Come to a wide leg straddle by drawing both legs out wide. Maybe drawing the soles of your feet to touch, butterflying your knees open, pressing your lower back actively in towards the floor here. And come back to your happy baby. Starting with the left leg, keep the right knee bent, extend your left leg long, single leg happy baby. Maybe that left heel touches the floor, maybe it just hovers. Bend your right knee, drawing your right heel in towards your hips, finding wind removing pose by gently clasping your hands beneath your right knee. Flexing your left toes to press your left calf in towards the floor. You can point, flex, maybe wiggle out your left toes. With your left hand, gently guide your right knee across the center and then over to the left side of your body. That right knee can be on a block, touching the floor, maybe hovering in space. You can gently look over your right shoulder, extend your right arm, maybe bend your right arm just like a half cactus. Gently come back to center, keeping that right knee in towards your right shoulder, avoiding your rib cage. Draw a few circles here with your right knee. And then gently draw your left knee to meet the right, curling into a tight ball once more. Releasing your shoulders, find your happy baby. Sway side to side. Gently come back to center, keeping your left knee in towards your left shoulder. Extend your right leg long. Gently bend your left heel in towards your hips, clasping your hands underneath your left knee. Flexing your right toes to press your right calf in towards the floor. Maybe point, flex, circle out your left ankle. With your right hand, gently guide your left knee through the center and over to the right side of your body. You can place that left knee on the floor, on a block, or just hover in space. Maybe reaching your left arm out long. You can bend your left elbow just like a cactus. Supine twist on the left side. Gently come back to center, keeping that left knee in towards your left shoulder. Draw a few circles with that left hip. Gently draw both knees back in towards your chest. Put yourself into a tight ball. Maybe roll side to side. Extend your arms and legs long in opposite direction. Create a tiny arch in your lower back. From here, gently walk your feet over to the right side. Maybe slightly off of the mat. Cross your right ankle over your left. Walk your upper body, your arms, your shoulders over to the right side. From here, right hand grabs left wrist and gently pull over to the right side. Trying to keep both hips on the floor, both shoulders pressed in towards the floor. Creating a banana shape with your body over to the right side. Hold it for the exhale. Inhale, release your binds, come back through center. Reach your arms and legs long in opposite directions, tiny arch in your lower back. Feel that stretch. Let it go. Walk your feet over to the left side of your mat. This time crossing your left ankle over the right. Draw your upper body, shoulders, arms, chest over to the left side. Left hand grabs right wrist. A very gentle pull over to the left side. Trying to create a crescent moon shape with your body over to the left. While keeping shoulders and hips in towards the floor. Full exhale. Gently come back to center one more time. Reach your arms and legs long, opposite direction, tiny arch. From here, allowing your heels to touch, toes fall open, and just drawing your arms down by your side, finding your Shavasana, palms facing up to receive. You can also bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. You're welcome to draw the soles of your feet to touch, bending your knees. Any final resting pose for you. Yourself to melt into your mat. Begin to wiggle your toes, your fingers. Breathing in and out through your nose. And then draw your knees in towards your chest. Curl yourself into a tight ball. Roll to your left or right side. And gently pressing yourself up with your top arm. Finding a comfortable seat. Resume breathing in and out through your mouth. Sweep both arms up high. Exhale, release your right hand to your left knee. Twist, look over your left shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Arms overhead. Exhale, release your right hand behind your back. Left hand to your right knee. Twist, look over your right shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, gently bring your hands to your heart. Thank you all so much for always allowing me to share my practice with you. You all are fantastic. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your weekend and your month ahead. Namaste.